Welcome back to Strategic Recovery, where we escape addiction through strategy, spirit, and science. In our first 3 episodes, we built the foundation for lasting freedom. We exposed the myths that keep people stuck. We explored the 5 core pillars that heal addiction from the inside out. We gave you a map, a system, a way forward. But today, we enter the inner sanctum of transformation. Because recovery isn't just about staying sober, it's about awakening the real you. And that kind of change, deep, cellular, soul-level change, doesn't happen through willpower alone. It happens through neuroplasticity. The mind is its own place, and in itself can make a heaven of hell, a hell of heaven. John Milton, Paradise Lost. You've been told the opposite, that your brain is damaged, that addiction is a life sentence, that relapse is inevitable, and freedom is impossible. But neuroscience and ancient wisdom tell a different story. Your brain is not broken, it's adaptable. It's always listening. It changes based on what you feed it, what you feel, think, repeat, believe, imagine, and practice. And that means you're not stuck with the wiring you have. You can rewire your cravings, your triggers, your emotional reactions, your identity. You can become someone new. In this episode, we'll explore the truth about how addiction reshapes the brain and how to reshape it back, why cravings feel automatic and how to unlearn them, how spiritual and emotional breakthroughs anchor into your neural circuits, what science, mystics, monks, and modern healers all agree on about rewiring the self, and how to build your very own neuroplasticity blueprint for recovery, freedom, and the next evolution of who you are. This isn't about fixing yourself, it's about remembering the truth, that you are not your past, that you are not your addiction. You are not broken. You are a living miracle of biology and consciousness, and your brain is ready to change. Let's begin. The science of change. Neuroplasticity isn't a theory, it's a biological law. Your brain is always changing, sculpted by what you do, what you think, what you feel, what you focus on, and what you believe. Neurons that fire together wire together. Donald Hebb, father of neuropsychology. Every moment you spend in stress or craving strengthens one neural pathway. Every moment you spend in peace or purpose strengthens another. Addiction hijacks this process. It wires the brain for craving instead of contentment, fear instead of courage, avoidance instead of connection, false rewards instead of true fulfillment. But here's the breakthrough. If your brain can be rewired toward addiction, it can be rewired away from it. Recovery is not just abstaining. It's a rewiring of the inner circuitry, a return to your original design. You begin to forge new patterns, peace over panic, joy over numbing, love over shame, connection over escape. This isn't wishful thinking. It's neurobiology, and it's how people heal from trauma, from habits, from hopelessness. You are not stuck. You are rewiring, moment by moment, into someone new. Neural rewiring visualization, the inner garden. The mind is like a garden. What you plant, grows. Proverb. Let's drop in. Wherever you are, close your eyes, if it's safe to do so, or simply soften your gaze and turn your attention inward. Take a deep breath. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Again, in and out. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw unclench. Let yourself arrive in your body. Now, picture your mind as a vast, fertile garden. All around you are the pathways of your past. Some are tangled with weeds, fear, craving, shame, avoidance. They were planted during hard times. But they're not who you are. They're just old programs, surviving on repetition. Now imagine yourself holding a new seed in your hand. This seed represents peace. another one, strength, another, joy, and another, connection. You kneel down in this inner garden, and you begin to plant them, one by one. As you plant them, whisper to yourself, I choose peace over panic. I choose strength over weakness. I choose joy over numbness. I choose love over fear. I choose connection over escape. Breathe. Now imagine light pouring into the soil, warm, golden sunlight. And from the seeds you just planted, gentle sprouts begin to rise. They are your new neural pathways. Every time you focus on what's good, real, and true, every time you practice calm in chaos, every time you respond instead of react, these sprouts grow stronger. These pathways deepen. The garden becomes your new home. You are the gardener. You are the rewiring force. Take one last breath in and out. When you are ready, return. Rewiring is a phase. In strategic recovery, we don't just manage symptoms, we reprogram systems. Because addiction isn't a surface-level problem, it's embedded in the body, the brain, the emotions, the environment, and the soul. That's why our approach follows a sacred sequence, the 5 phases of strategic recovery. And among these phases, one stands in the fulcrum of transformation, the rewire phase. This is where healing becomes identity, where insights become integration, where the old self loses its grip and the new self begins to take root. In the rewire phase, you move from fighting addiction to outgrowing it. You begin to recondition your nervous system, your reactions, your routines. You install new beliefs, new emotional defaults, new ways of being. This isn't just progress, it's alchemical change. When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. Viktor E. Frankl. Rewiring is the phase where circumstance is transcended and true freedom begins. 5 tools to rewire your brain. Neuroplasticity isn't just a theory, it's a practice. Your brain changes based on what you repeat, what you feel, and what you believe is possible. That means the small things you do every day aren't small at all. They're shaping who you're becoming. Here are 5 powerful tools to help you rewire your brain for peace, clarity, and lasting transformation. 1. Daily rituals. Repetition creates reality. Your brain loves pattern and rhythm. Rituals are how you give it stability. Wake up the same way. Set intentions at night. Anchor your days with simple, nourishing rhythms. This creates emotional safety and builds momentum. Recovery isn't made in breakthroughs. It's made in mornings and evenings. 2. Novelty and challenge. Wake the system. Addiction creates numbness. To rewire, you must feel fully alive again. Try cold exposure. Learn something new. Take on a challenge that scares and excites you. Novelty lights up your dopamine circuits in healthy ways. Challenge reclaims your inner fire. When you stretch your limits, your nervous system remembers it was made for growth. And 3. Visualization. Practice freedom from within. Your brain doesn't fully distinguish between real experiences and deep imagination. When you visualize yourself free, calm, grounded, resilient, you start to wire in that version of yourself. Close your eyes. Feel it in your body. Rehearse your healing. When you mentally practice, you physically wire. 4. Somatic healing. Release from the body. Your body stores what the mind suppresses. Fear, shame, trauma. They live in your muscles, breath, and posture. Use somatic practices like breathwork, yoga, tremoring, grounding, movement, laughter. These help your body let go of the past so your brain can follow. You don't just think your way free, you move your way free. And 5, brain nutrition. Feed the transformation. Your brain is an organ, not a mystery. If you want better focus, mood, and motivation, you need fuel. Prioritize protein, essential fats, micronutrients, sunlight, quality sleep, movement, hydration, because dopamine doesn't come from discipline, it comes from nourishment. These tools are simple, but when practiced consistently, they become sacred. They are how you reclaim your brain and reshape your reality. Moving on, I'd like to introduce you to the 3 rules of brain change. If you want to rewire your brain, you must understand its rules, not the rules of punishment or shame, but the natural laws of neuroplasticity. These laws don't care if you believe in them. They're always operating, shaping your identity, your habits, and your destiny. Here are the 3 universal laws of neural transformation. 1. What you do repeatedly, you become. Your brain is a pattern machine. Every repeated action is a vote for who you are becoming. Do something once, it's a spark. Do it daily, it's a groove. Keep going, it becomes your default identity. Repetition is the architect of change, for better or worse. 2. What you feel emotionally, you reinforce. Emotions are the glue of memory. When you feel something deeply, your brain takes notes. It tags that experience as important, and it hardwires it in. That's why trauma sticks, and that's why joy, gratitude, and love are so powerful for healing. Whatever you feel while doing something, your brain remembers and repeats. And 3, what you believe about yourself, your brain tries to prove. Your identity isn't fixed, but your brain acts like it is. It filters reality based on your core self-image. If you believe you're broken, your brain will look for evidence. If you believe you're healing, your brain will find ways to make that true. This is called confirmation bias, and it's one of the strongest forces in psychology. Your brain is always trying to close the gap between who you think you are and how you live. So if you believe you're doomed, your brain will help you spiral. But if you believe in your freedom, even just a little, you begin to rewire toward it. Belief is not just a mindset, it's a signal, and your brain is always listening. Create your new normal. You're not here to go back to who you were before the addiction. That version of you was surviving. This version of you is awakening. Recovery isn't about returning to the past. It's about creating someone new, someone more true. This isn't just healing, this is rebirth. A new brain, a new rhythm, a new identity that grows from within, not from willpower, but from alignment. So here's your reflection for today. What is one pattern I need to break today? And what is one small action I could take to begin wiring in something better? It doesn't have to be dramatic. Rewiring begins in the micro moments, the breath before the craving, the pause before the reaction, the quiet choice that no one sees but your nervous system feels. This is strategic recovery. It's not about waiting to be saved. It's about becoming someone who no longer needs to escape. And your new normal? It's already taking shape inside you. Thank you for being here. In our next episode, we explore the 4 archetypes of recovery and how to unlock your healing personality. Are you the seeker, the empath, the achiever, or the thinker? We'll show you how to harness your unique path to lasting freedom. Until then, keep going, keep growing. You're not broken, you're just becoming. If you enjoyed this episode, I've got a few quick favors to ask that really help spread the mission of strategic recovery. First, make sure to follow or subscribe so you never miss a new episode. Second, if you're on Apple or Spotify, leave a quick rating and review. It helps more than you know. Third, head over to getstrategicrecovery.com to join the email list and access the tools, trainings, and exclusive resources. And finally, if you know someone who's stuck in addiction or recovery burnout, share this episode with them. You might be the spark that changes everything. And if you're ready to go deeper, pretty soon I'll be coming out with my full program, The Strategic Recovery Code. Crack the code to escaping addiction using a proven 5-pillar system to heal addiction from the inside out using strategy, science, and soul. You can learn more at getstrategicrecovery.com.